Hi, in this video I am going to brag about my wife who just got her second black belt in Kempo, and we're going to talk about the whole notion of being a brain warrior. Our little icon for a brain warrior is a brain with a black belt around its head. It's a concept that's near and dear to my heart. Now, you just worked your brains out to get this black belt. I mean, it's a 5-year process. If you see any of the videos of her during her test, I mean, she's just awesome and scary. And in the process, we really started thinking, not only are you a warrior for the health of your brain and your body, but really that's what we want for you. You're in a war for your health, and we want to help you win.
You know, a lot of people ask me why I would choose something like Kempo as my sport and why I would work so hard to get this black belt, because it was not easy. And for me, it's very simple. It is symbolic for me. Besides the fact that I love what I do, it's symbolic for me. After going through what I went through with my health, it was not fun. I mean, it was really hard. I was frustrated. I was angry. I was depressed. And it was years of going through that. And training as a warrior, really training in martial arts, became something that became very symbolic for me. Not only was I attacked physically when I was young, walking to high school, so I wanted the self-defense, but after being attacked with cancer inside my own cells, I felt like I was attacked by this phantom that knocked me flat on the mat, if you will. I realized I had two choices. I was at this fork in the road. I could be a victim or I could be a warrior. There was no in between. You're either going to fight back or you're going to allow these things to take you down. And I may not be able to control being attacked, but I can control my response. And I hate the word victim. I mean, I hate it. So I started training really hard, because that training for me is very symbolic of overcoming, of beating it, of being able to break through. And it's the day that I got that black belt, 2 days ago, actually. I worked so hard. I was so focused. It was so intense. And at the end of it, I got very emotional, because I realized to find myself there when the truth is, at one point, I was told never to practice martial arts again.
Right, that your doctor said that
Do
you
not do
couldn't
it.
do that.
Because my heart rate was too high. I had all these health problems. And, you always tell me that the best way to get me to do something is...
Tell you not to do it.
Right. So it means so much.
I know what her brain looks like.
And there are so many lessons that I learned, which we'll share with you as we go through this video.
Well, and for me, so I'm a psychiatrist. I started Amen Clinics 25 years ago, 26 years ago. And it's clear I'm in a war for the health of not only my brain, but the health of my patients' brains. And so these concepts really go together. And as I think of the war, everywhere you go, someone's trying to shove bad food down your throat that will kill you early. Someone's trying to pour a toxic thought in your head. There's chronic stress everywhere. I love this concept because it's owning the truth. You're in a war, and we're helping to arm you so that you can win the war, not only for yourself, but for those you love.
Can I touch on two things that really became crystal clear for me in this process of getting my black belt? Even with everything I have gone through, everything I know, the knowledge I've gained, I found myself at one point being very intimidated by the process. I know what those tests, where I train, I know what those tests are like. They're not kidding. And so I became intimidated. I thought, oh, can I really do it with my health background, with everything going on, with, is it possible? Can I actually do this? I find that the people that we coach have that same thought process about what we're teaching them. They become intimidated. They become fearful that they can't really do it. They can't actually get through it. And here's what I learned. When I actually found myself going through the test for real and finishing it and getting my black belt, not only was it such an incredible feeling and such an accomplishment, but here's the thought that crossed my mind. The fear of it, the intimidation, the thought of doing it was far worse than actually doing it. So, and that's something that I always tell people, and yet I found myself struggling with it. The thought of doing it is worse than actually doing it.
One of the interesting things that you say, so Tana trains with actually some very high-level karate people is that when they really want to get healthy, they become actually afraid
Yeah.
of you.
No,
What did they say?
I had one police officer who said, I'm afraid of you. I know what you're going to tell me is going to be too hard. And I just laughed. I'm like, I'm sorry. Wait, what? Okay, no. Getting your 8th degree or 9th degree black belt, that's hard. Going through medical school, that's hard. Being sick, that's really hard. Doing what I'm going to teach you is not hard. It's just a paradigm shift, but it also is about the next tip that I want to talk about, the next thing that I really learned going through my journey. It's about having the right community, because I came to really be bonded to my Kempo community, my tribe, if you will. I couldn't have done it without having that tribe for support, really pushing you, teaching you, and guiding you through that journey. I would not have been able to do it. And it's the same thing that we have found. People who have a tribe going through this journey, this health journey, are the ones that are successful. People who have those groups that they turn to. Because if you're turning to the outside community out in the world, studies show that the people you hang out with, people are not only contagious, literally, they've shown that happiness is spread through groups, and so is obesity and illness. The people you hang out with are contagious. In fact, your longevity is determined by the tribe you choose. So that's how important it is. I would not have been able to get my black belt, no questions asked, if I hadn't had this tribe. Every time I got a minor injury or I was struggling or having doubts, they're right there going, are you kidding me? Look you're awesome at this. It's not that hard. I mean, they're just pushing you all along the way.
So you need a community. And so we've created our own Brain Warrior community. If you go to Brain Warrior course, you can actually get 3 free videos of us talking about the Brain Warriors way. We are here to support you. If you like this content, subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave comments below. That's where we get a lot of great information. Thanks for being with us.